Hey guys, what's going on? This is Aaron Linson, and today we're going to look at TalkBack gestures. These gestures are essential to use TalkBack as a screen reading device. But first, I'm going to show you how to turn it on and what's in accessibility settings. Now, if you're first starting off your device, on a Samsung device, there should be an accessibility settings button. You can tap, or you can press and hold with 2 fingers for a few seconds until TalkBack is enabled, and you can go ahead and start up your process there. So let's go ahead and look into settings. And the reason I know that's there is because I know what my device looks like in my mind, so I can mentally map it out, and so I know where everything is at. So I know the Play Store is here. I know that settings is right there, so I can go ahead and double tap that. I'm going to scroll down with 2 fingers, actually scroll up with 2 fingers until I get to accessibility.
Accessibility.
Now vision is near the very top.
Categories. Vision.
So there it is. I'm going to double tap that. And the first setting,
TalkBack. Read out what is on the screen. Tapped or activated.
that we have is TalkBack. And we can go in and change settings if we want to, but let's look at the accessibility menu, see what we have here.
Message/call voice notifications. Read caller info and messages out loud.
TalkBack does this automatically, so there's no reason to have this on.
Off. Font size. Extra small.
I can change the font size to make it bigger or smaller. I have it set to small.
Bold text.
Bold text is on by this theme by default. I can go ahead and turn this off if I want to,
Checked.
just by pressing this button. And as you can see, it went down to
Bold text.
the regular font.
Not display size. Set items on the screen to a size easy for you to see.
But I'm going
Not
to
checked.
turn that back on.
Checked. Display size. Set items on the screen to a size easy for you to see.
So display size, you can set the icons to be larger than they usually are, but I'm going to keep that as default. You can also set them even smaller as well to make more size on the screen, make them a little bit more smaller.
Touch zoom. Zoom in or out by triple dash tapping the screen.
This is zooming, so if you don't want to use TalkBack, you can zoom.
Off. Window zoom. Zoom in or out within a window and invert the color.
So I can zoom in and out within a window and invert the color, but I'm not going to do that.
Off. Large mouse pointer.
I can have the large mouse pointer.
Not checked. High contrast screen. Increase
I
screen
want-
contrast with a black background. Some screens may not check. High contrast screen. Increase screen contrast with a black background. Some screens may not change.
Okay, so this is what you see now is the background is black.
Large mouse pointer.
Let's
Not
actually look
checked.
at the mouse pointer and see right where we get here.
Large mouse pointer.
That's nothing.
Checked. High contrast. Checked. Screen color inversion.
I can make the screen a different color.
Not screen color adjustment.
I can adjust the screen color.
Off. Grayscale.
I can grayscale, so everything is just a different shades of gray.
Not checked. End calls with the power key.
I can end calls with the power key,
Not checked. Navigate up.
and that's all within the accessibility menu. So I'm going to go home by pressing the home button.
Home.
So the first gesture
Search.
that I want to talk about is a flick right and a flick left gesture. These gestures are common in Android and on iOS, but with Android you kind of have to, it's more of an explore by touch, but you can flick. So if
July
I flick,
16th. Sunday, 2017.
flick to the right,
Play Store. Last pass. Folder : Diddy. Silver Magnifier Pro. Gmail. Settings. Folder : Google.
I can go through my apps, or I can just take my finger and
Silver Magnifier Pro.
move around the screen
Folder : Last pass. Play Store.
till I find something I want, and then I can double tap. A double tap basically means that it will activate the item. So if I wanted to activate the Play Store, I could just double tap it and get into what I am wanting to look at as far as apps are concerned. Now you can always swipe to the left
July 16th. Sunday, 2017.
to go back as well. To pull down the notification shade, on my LG G5 here, I do have this other button
Notification panel.
down at the bottom of my screen that pulls down the notification shade for me. A lot of Android phones don't have this feature. This is exclusive to LG phones. And I really like this feature. But if you don't have that feature,
Play Store.
you can take two fingers and scroll them down to get to the notification shade. And you can do the same thing to scroll it back up. Now if you want to just use one finger, we have what are called the L gestures. And I'll cover these again in a later video, but the one to pull down the screen is a swipe right and down. Just like that. And to pull it back up, there's the back gesture. It's swipe down and then to the left. Like that. And I'll show you that again. That's the swipe back gesture. Or gesture. So you can do that. And you can take, if I had two home screens here, I could take two fingers and move them across to the left.
July 16th, Sunday.
And it would tell me that there's screen 2 of 3 or 2 of 2 or whatever it would be. I have Nova Launcher set up on this phone. So I can take two fingers from my dock here
Linson Productions, Chalk.
and swipe up. Just like that. That invokes the app switcher. The Samsung Galaxy S8 has this, the Google Pixel has this, and you can get it on any kind of phone just by putting Nova Launcher on here. And it works really, really well. So I can
Folder colon Google.
go through my apps and I can use that two finger swipe to the left
Amazon.
to get to different pages.
Quick Remote.
And I can still do the same thing to go to the other pages. Just take two fingers and swipe to the right. And then I can use my back gesture to get out of that screen. So I hope this has been enjoyable for you. This is just a quick little tutorial on getting started with TalkBack. There's going to be many, many more of these videos. Please comment, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see with Android accessibility, and I'll make sure to cover it. This has been Aaron Linson. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.